What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another What It Is video. First of all, listen, it is a mess outside, okay? And I am already over it. It's been like this for the past couple of days. It's probably gonna be like this for the past couple of more days until the ice and snow melts, okay? Um, I'm from Chicago, if y'all don't know, Midwest, and I've been here all my life, so I should be used to this shit. No, bitch. Okay, I'm sitting here walking outside, got a tiptoe and shit so that I won't slip and fall. Cause ain't nothing like a big bitch falling on some goddamn ice and then trying to get up, okay, and still falling on the ice. That is a fear of mine. Please don't put it out in the universe, cause I still gotta go to work tomorrow, okay. And we gotta walk through the alley, bitch, and that should be icy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I be tiptoeing. I don't care who I'm standing up. Bitch, go the fuck around. Go around, okay? Because I'm not about to embarrass myself. But anyway, I hope everybody has been doing good. Um, I'm getting to this video once again. Finna shout out some small black businesses, some small YouTubers or whatever. Shout out to some of y'all, because some of y'all took the opportunity to, look up some people, whatever. I'm getting feedback from it and everything. So shout out a girl Kendra and all that stuff. Shout out to Jeslie Corner. She got her little banner done and all that stuff. I was like, see, we looking out. But you know, I like to put these smaller YouTubers out, or not necessarily smaller YouTubers, just YouTubers in general that, other people can get put on to, because, hey, if I'm not reviewing something or talking about something, 9 out of 10, you will find a YouTube that is doing that. And some of these do that too, you know. Shout out to Cheyenne Palmer. She's at Curl Mavervick Beauty. She's a beauty channel. You know what I'm saying? Her channel, YouTube channel, is Curl Mavervick. Once again, I will put these, names in the description box so y'all can look them up and, see what they're about. Shout out to Don Heavy. Your fiance, is it a fiance? Girl, he got a YouTube channel. His name is Don Heavy, Heavy, and a t-shirt business called Say Less Boulevard. And if you want to look him up, get some custom t-shirts and stuff like that, go to Say Less Boulevard, BLVD1 on Instagram, okay? I'm going to put all of that information down in the more info box just in case y'all couldn't get it. Shout out to my girl Lakesha Sings on YouTube. She is a singer-songwriter. She has a new single that is out on YouTube right about now, and it is everywhere on all the streaming services called Say You'll Be With Me. And she's getting ready to release her Valentine's Day debut album. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to her. Nuva NUVA underscore 1990. She has a YouTube channel that is about health and healing. And we all need some health and healing these days, okay? AllAboutAntonio, that's one word, has a variety YouTube channel, multiple stuff on there. Check him out, give him a little shout out or whatever. And Beauty Herbs and Tea. She's on Instagram, okay? And she also has a website. She has a small business too, dealing with different type of teas, and mostly like anxiety teas and stuff like that, and common factors. And once again, it's like health situations and all this stuff. Once again, something that we all can take part in. And her website is beautyherbsandtea.com. you know so I will put all of that information in the more info box. Also, shout out to Wink 20. Wait a minute. If I'm gonna be putting these people out, I gotta put their stuff out correctly, okay? Wink 202 Productions on YouTube. She do vlogs, food, rants, and reviews. She do everything, okay? If you want to find some more people, there you go. Shout out to my homie. And shout out to Unique Elle on YouTube. She also does TV recaps for some of the shows. Like, I think she do like some of the TLC shows that I don't do. And I know y'all be wanting to y'all be like, bitch, why don't you go ahead and do 90 Day Fiance and shit like that? I be thinking about it, but I don't watch it right away. That's my thing, and y'all know how I do. Yeah, I gotta go ahead and watch it that day and go ahead and do the goddamn review. But maybe in the future, it's not something that I'm putting off. because I know I'm gonna need something to fill the schedule up. Maybe y'all won't mind and stuff being like a day or two late or whatever. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, check out all of these people. Shout out to everybody. Like I said, it's something for everybody. But anyway, now that we got that household business out the way, um, like I said, if you have a small channel or something that you want to promote or whatever, just hit me up in my DMs and you know, um, I'll shout you out. Okay, no problem. Anyway, so let's get into the news of the week. First of all, we have to start off on a sad note because Larry King passed away. He was 87 years old. He passed away on Saturday morning. He did have COVID, so I'm not going to necessarily say that he passed from COVID, but he did have COVID. The last time that we heard about Larry King was him going into the hospital because he had contracted that COVID. Uh, but other than that, didn't hear anything else from it. And I was just thinking, like, right before that happened, like, I think the day or two before, I was like, I wonder what's going on with Larry King because ain't nobody said nothing. It's been a minute since we had said something about him, and then the news came out Saturday morning that he had passed away. That's a that is what you call a news anchor TV legend. That man legendary status. Okay, iconic to be quite honest. He been in the business for over 30 years. You know what I'm saying, and that's we losing all our staples, you know what I'm saying? Baseball legend Hank Aaron passed away also. He was 86 years old, played with the Atlanta Braves, and they did say that his death was not COVID related. So, at least that's a plus, but hopefully it was just like natural causes and old age or something like that. Cloris Leachman, she just passed away today. She was 94 years old. I said, oh my God. These are comedy legends and sports legends and TV legends and news legends. Like, it's sad. We got to keep Betty White and Cicely Thompson, Morgan Freeman. Is Sidney Poitier still alive? James Earl Jones. We got to keep all these people still in our prayers so that they can stay with us for at least a couple more years. You know what I'm saying? Because they all up there in age. Um, and the other day also marked the 1 year anniversary of Kobe and Gigi's passing and the other people that was on that plane with them. Um, Vanessa, his wife, had asked that, the NBA not do any tributes or whatever because they're still in the process of grieving. And, I think that the way that she did it, and they said she did it in a respectful way, and they obliged her. You know what I'm saying? She had every right to ask that if she wanted to. Because, sometimes you think that you're over it, but, and then all of a sudden you get this tribute and people doing these montages and all this stuff, and that on that particular day you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff, so you might as well just stay off of social media because you have not fully grieved yet. It's only been a year and there's no time limit. And y'all have to remember, she didn't lose just her husband. She lost her child at the same time. She lost a husband and a child. So that's like a double loss. That is a double loss, and that's a whole bunch of that's doubling up on the grief. And then her baby girl, her other girl daughter about to go to college, and so I seen, and I'm only saying it like that because I seen some negative tweets, people being upset at the fact that, you know, she didn't want the tributes or whatever, being upset at her. And I'm sitting here like, how dare you? You can't tell nobody what to do and how to grieve and stuff like that. That's some real shit. Okay? Just because you think that this person was your sports icon and your idol or whatever you want to, that was her husband. That was her child. Okay? So they mean hell of a lot more to her than they do to you. Okay, so their feelings matter a hell of a lot more. Okay, you just looked up to somebody that you did not know. They knew these people. Okay, so have some fucking couth and have some goddamn respect. Anyway, moving on from that, let's get into the fuck shit. Baby Masika, okay, Masika got engaged. All right. Masika, I really don't talk about Masika like that. Love and Hip Hop ain't on. Listen, 9 out of 10, I'm not, no. The hip hop, Love and Hip Hop, Secrets Untold and all that stuff, that shit was going on for the past 4 weeks. It wasn't nothing but clip shows and shit like that. And them coming together. That's why I didn't mention it. I didn't even, after I looked at the first episode, I didn't even watch the other three. Okay, I was like, this ain't even nothing worth my time, you know. But they're about to do a 6-part, family reunion, like Love and Hip Hop reunion or whatever type of situation, where they put in all the Love and Hip Hop cast members from all franchise, cities in the franchise together, and it's gonna be some shit. So of course, depending on how the first episode go, and if it's anything like I think it is, like the actual regular show or whatever, y'all will get a review on it each week about it. If they get some drama and stuff like that, and I feel like it's worth it. So you don't have to ask me, if it's good. Ashley will be there. You know what I'm saying? But if it's some bullshit like these other 4 parts were, you ain't gonna get nothing from me. But anyway, moving on from that, Masika girl. Masika, I think the last time I spoke about Masika was when she did that fake ass kidnapping thing to get people to, you know, um, sign up or go to this organization for abused women or whatever, and it was just really tone deaf and out of place to what she did. That was the last time I spoke about her, because it's always some mess with her. This time, Masika thinks she's bigger than what she is. Like, she thinks she's like this artist, this musician, and all this stuff. And I'm like, baby, just because you think you can sing or rap or whatever it is that you do, don't mean that everybody calls themselves an artist these days, okay? Everybody calls themselves an artist these days, ain't got a hit to first. And when I say hit, meaning something that's playing on the airways, meaning something that's on iTunes or Tidal or Spotify or Pandora, that is easily known, okay? Bitch, Masika, you ain't even got a song that went viral, okay? So, I hate when people do that. I hate when people do that, okay? She thinks she just bomb act. Like, she just has a big ego. She's very narcissistic, if you ask me, okay? But her clapback sometimes, when they be showing on the save room, it be cute. It be cute. I be laughing a little bit, just a little bit. But other than that, she annoys me, okay? Um, she said all of a sudden, came out of nowhere, besides her arguing with Fetty Wap about child support and coming to see your kid, outside of that, I didn't know she was with nobody. Bitch, she popped up with a whole ass fiance, and then, had an engagement party. She said it was a guy that she known that was a friend of hers for 10 years, and he had been trying to get with her, and she never was trying to feature him like that. And then, she changed her mind. I said, what changed your mind, bitch? He got his credit score up or something like that? I was confused, okay? But she changed her mind, went on ahead and said yes to him or whatever. I think they was dating for like a couple of months or something like that. Said yes to him, and then I'm looking on the shade room. They had the engagement party. Had H-Town minus Dino, may he rest in peace. Okay, them up there singing and shit like that, and it was very extravagant. Him giving out jewelry to the daughter, giving out stuff to her, and it was this big production, big production. And then 2 goddamn days later, literally 2 goddamn days later, after the shade room posted that shit on there, because I don't follow none of these people, they are subliminally talking about each other on Instagram. And then it came out that they was broken up. The engagement was off. Masika put this thing out there basically saying that he was trying to use her, extort her, use her trauma background, and take money from her, use her public image or whatever. I said, see, girl, I ain't got time to play with this. And I paid that shit dust. You want to know why? Because I seen this play out before. You get together, you break up, and you get right back together. And then you break up again, and you get right back together. And it's on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off, just like that. And sure enough, he posted something trying to apologize, because at first he was standing tough in his shit, talking about some fuck that bitch. That's basically what it came out to. Fuck that bitch, okay? You ain't gonna come at me and think that I'm dissing boo boo boo. And then she put out what she put out, and then explaining why she broke it off with him. And next thing you know, they up in Vegas together a couple of days later. Okay, all of this happened in a week. Less than a week, okay? The breakup, the get back together, the breakup, the announcement, the engagement, the breakup, the get back together, because they in Vegas and they got back together. All of this shit happened in the span of a week. If that. I'm sitting here like, why are you playing? I ain't got time for these people. I just put that out there because some people wanted me to talk about it, girl. A mess. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. And he probably thought, bitch, the money that I spent on this shit, you better The fuck? But anyway, a mess. Y'all believe in that breakup, get back together, breakup? Let me shut up because I've been in a situation like that, but I ain't spend no money on nobody like that and let my shit go to waste and then to break up with them like that. No, I don't do those stuff like that. Don't play with my emotions, okay? But I've been in a situation where you break up and get back together, break up. It's just that one motherfucker that you just really can't, like, damn, bitch, you can't stand them sometimes and you be like, fuck that hoe, I'd be better off without that bitch. And then when you without that bitch, you like, damn, maybe I was really better with that hoe. And then you get back with them, and then you go through that same cycle again. You just can't let them fully go, you know? I'm in a situation like that. Off and on, off and on, off and on. And if I tell y'all the person, y'all probably, no. If you read my tweets, it's an off and on. Girl, anyway, moving on from that. Y'all don't need to know my business. Let me tell y'all what the fuck happened. Now, I tell y'all that when I talk about verses. Anyway, well, since we're talking about verses, we ain't talking about verses like that. Well, yeah, bitch, since I brought it up. You're like, girl, make up your mind. I know, girl, I be trying to make shit flow, you know what I'm saying? Okay, but since we're talking about it, the DJ for Keisha Cole, that trash ass DJ. Now, first of all, that I knew that when I heard the interview and these radio hosts, they be sucking people asses, okay? Because they was like, I just knew that, you did a really good job and people don't know what's going on behind the scenes, so it takes for somebody that was there to come out and to understand. I said, shut the fuck up, okay? Just shut up. He basically got on the radio and gave this little interview and basically said that the reason why Keisha Cole was late, for the verses was because her screen was blurry and they had a little bit of technical issues. They couldn't really hear what was going on. And I'm sitting here like, bitch, so it took you almost an hour and 30 minutes to get this done. It did that. What was y'all doing for the rest of the day, for the whole day? You could have started setting up an hour before, okay? To be quite honest, you could have started setting up a month before, all right? Because y'all had a whole month to get this together. I said, bitch, you ain't finna play me. You're not finna play me. Keisha Cole finally apologized, and said she should have just set her ass down because she was getting a fuck up. That part was irking me. I said, Ashanti singing her heart out like she is a singer, okay? And bitch, you just getting up, zoom, zoom, zoom. I said that alcohol had her going, bitch, okay? Girl, it was a mess. That was one of the best verses that was trash I've ever seen, okay? And speaking of verses, Swiss B did some type of interview talking about one of his verses that he would like to see come to fruition is not Swiss Beat, but Biggie versus Tupac, and then they was trying to do one with Michael Jackson versus Prince. You know what? That'd be cute though. That'd be cute though. I tune in for that because I like all four of those people that they mentioned. You know what I'm saying? That was real music. That's some real music, and that's people that got hits under the belt. But when we talk about Biggie versus Tupac, does Biggie have a big enough catalog to go with Tupac? Because Tupac released like 20 albums after he died. You know what I'm saying? Tupac just keep on putting out albums and albums and albums. And I mean, Biggie put out a couple of albums, but you know what I'm saying? Do he got enough material to go against him? Either way, I'll be here for it. And we already know Michael Jackson's and Prince catalog is long as hell. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be cute if they was able to make that happen. Cause then they'll probably bring back a Whitney versus whoever, which I don't even understand who can go up against Whitney. You know what I'm saying? So put that down in the comments. Who versus would y'all like to see next? Truth be told, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm kind of getting over the verses. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go back to concerts, but I already know that's not going to happen. But if they keep on giving us some bullshit like they gave us Keisha Cole, I'm probably going to be tuned in to Keisha Cole and Ashanti mess. Because it's giving me shits and giggles. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you what happened. This is what I was going to tell y'all. So I get to work the other day. And my coworker, because I ain't go to work on Monday. None of your business why. I just didn't feel like going. Actually my side was hurting me. Okay, it was irritating me so bad. I was sitting there like, goddamn. I go to see the doctor, the surgeon doctor consultation for my gallbladder surgery, and see what we gonna do about that on the 8th. So Y'all bear with me, bitch. But that shit was, it don't even be hurting. It be a dull irritation that just irritates the life out of you. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to take off and let that shit calm down because it hinders me from doing stuff that I need to do. And I don't want to be sitting there in pain and trying, like, I just literally need to lay down on the side. And I'm sitting up all day. And I just need to stretch this bitch out. But anyway, that's besides the point. I get to work yesterday. And my coworker, the one that I don't really talk to, like, the new dude, the dude I be having talking about sometimes, I gotta watch what I say because they might fuck around and find my YouTube channel, okay? Might fuck around and find my YouTube channel, and be like, so bitch, you be talking about me. Bitch, shut the fuck up, okay? I don't be talking about you like that. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing negative, so don't feel no type of way. I'm just putting that as a precaution if they find my shit. And I'm only saying that because he was like, yo, so I seen your video on Versus or whatever. I was like scrolling on Instagram and I'm like, what? This she look familiar. Is that Ashley or whatever? I'm sitting here like, what are you talking about? I said, I follow Versus, but my video ain't up on that, so I had to go ahead and check the Versus account. I'm thinking that he talking about something, they took my video and reposted it or whatever, and I was like, dang, tag my ass in it. I ain't get no result, no notification or nothing like that. Basically, what had happened was he had searched the hashtag for Versus, and if you go on my Instagram account, when the Keisha Cole and the Shanti Versus was going on, I had put up a video about how ghetto this shit was, and I was laughing because it was giving me all the shits. It was giving me everything, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, so you famous? You a little famous or something like that? I didn't know you was famous like that. Some shit. I said, what are you talking? You know me, I'm playing dumb. What are you talking about? Sir, what are you talking about? And then he telling me all the stuff, so I go look it up. He was like, and it had a lot of views and a lot of comments and stuff like that. Mind you, I forgot that I posted the video. So I had to go see exactly what he was talking about. I'm looking on my page, and I was like, okay, yeah, it do got a lot of views or whatever, but it ain't on Versus. He had looked up the hashtag and he showed me what it was because then it popped up. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Today, get to work. My other coworker who wasn't there yesterday came in today and was like, so, did y'all, I'm finna put his name out there. Did he tell you about, the fact that he found you on Versus and stuff like that? They had posted you and all that. I said, yeah. He told me and all that stuff. It's cool. She was like, yeah, he was like, is that Ash? And I'm looking at it like, yup, that's her. That's how she really be talking and stuff like that. Woo, woo, woo. So the whole time I'm thinking like, please don't follow me. Please don't follow me. And then here go the kicker. Mama said, so what you are? You a blogger? What you is? You a blogger or something? I ain't never said no so quick in my life. No, nothing like that. Cause I don't need nobody trying to follow. Listen, when I was at my other location, 2 locations ago, a different library, and my boss, she came up in there, my branch manager came up in there and was like, you didn't tell me that you had a YouTube channel that had as much as a small country city or whatever following you and all this stuff. I said, girl, was I supposed to make a big announcement? I be playing it dumb, okay? I don't. Girl, some of my fellow YouTubers, if in my Instagram, if you got a lot of following on Instagram or whatever, hey, do y'all let y'all coworkers, period, bitch, fuck it, I don't even care what your following is. Do you let your coworkers follow you? Okay? Because it's some family members that I even block, okay? But I was like, oh my God, y'all all up in my business or whatever. And the thing is, people like block them. Now I can't block them because I don't know their account name. They don't follow me. At least I don't think they follow me now. Bitch, let me go through my shit and see if I see that nigga face pop up. Cause I ain't finna watch what I say. Okay, you're not finna censor me, and I'm not finna private my accounts. Okay, I ain't got nothing to hide. Bitch. It is so funny. They was like, oh my God, you're Instagram. I was sitting there like, no, I'm not. Bitch, if I was famous, I wouldn't be working here, okay? No, don't do that. Don't throw that shit out like that. But that was my little experience. Anyway, y'all tell me how y'all had a girl. Do y'all let y'all people follow you? Because some people don't even let their family follow them. Like I told you, I got some of them motherfuckers blocked, okay? But anyway, let's just get back up into this video. I just had to throw that out there. You know, that shit threw me off for the whole day. She was like, are you a blogger or something? I was like, no. Nothing like that. Said it with a straight face, too. No. Nothing like that. Okay? Anyway, moving on from that. Daddy Lay, let me tell y'all, when the baby and Daddy Lay finally became public with their relationship, I already said, you know, it's something about Danny Lay that it just doesn't sit well with me. Like, she gives me pick me vibes, okay? Like, she's the queen of the pick me, okay? I want to be included too. I can do this too. You know, I was looking at Ridiculousness, and she was on the episode on her. I think that was one of the first time I actually paid attention to her. Like, I knew she had a song with Chris Brown or whatever, but I didn't really pay attention to her, okay? But then she was on this episode of Ridiculousness, and you know, giving her little history, how she even worked and choreographed some stuff for Prince. And I was like, really? Okay, so I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't know that this girl was like this, okay? Bitch, let me tell you something. As a light-skinned bitch, a real fucking light-skinned bitch, I don't condone what she put out, okay? You know, because they made light skin, dark skin terms like that, and they made the fucking term yellow bone, if you ask me. That shit comes back from fucking slavery and Jim Crow and all that bullshit. You know, that's why I got a hard time with mulatto. Girl, I'm gonna just call you Big Lotto because I actually like you. Change your fucking stage name, okay? That just gives me slavery tease. You know what I'm saying? And I feel a little bit better than you know, cause you a little, you know, cause I'm a little light skinned and all that shit. That's what it gives me, you know what I'm saying? It's colorism. It's colorism, you know what I'm saying? And it's this big problem in the African American and African community, and all communities, to be quite honest, with cultures with this light versus dark shit, okay? And it shouldn't even have to be, you know what I'm saying? But we got it real bad over here in the black community, you know what I'm saying? And your ass, come to find out, they say the bitch ain't really black either. I said, so you put out a goddamn song called Yellowbone. Yellowbone is what he born. So I'm looking at the controversy that's happening on Twitter before I actually heard what was happening. I said, bitch, you really put out a song called Yellowbone, huh? What is that? You know what I'm saying? I said, I was taken aback by the title. I said, we really doing this? You know, and of course, people try to be dumb and make comparisons with brown skinned girls and people making songs about brown skin. Bitch, let me tell you something. Brown skinned people don't, and dark skinned girls, women, men, they don't get enough praise that they need to get. So I can listen to a song about that and praising them because they face hell of a lot more discrimination, in my opinion, and this is coming from somebody who is light-skinned, than a person that is light-skinned. Light-skinned people was always lifted up and looked at as a higher and put on a higher pedestal than a dark-skinned person. They was made to feel bad about their looks or whatever. So I take offense to this goddamn song, you know, and that's why we uplift our dark-skinned people, you know what I'm saying, and let them know that you're just as beautiful and probably even more beautiful, because let me tell you something, not all light-skinned people are beautiful. A bitch called me a fugly bitch the other day. Girl, let me tell you this. I will go into the story. It's going to be a doozy. Depending on how the situation turns out, I can do that in the story time. But a bitch tried me and called me a fugly bitch because she ain't... Ooh. But at the end of the day, I still got what the fuck she want. But anyway, we ain't even finna get into that. But yeah. But it's some bitches, some light skinned bitches, that just ugly. Okay, I can't even say facially challenged. You bitch, you're ugly. Okay, but you know it was offensive. I took offense to the goddamn title, and this is really me talking because somebody had asked me, "Do I really feel this way, or am I really just saying this so that you know?" No, this is how I really feel, and I always felt this way. I just was like, girl, what? And what made it so bad is not only was the shit offensive, okay, and it was tone deaf, and it was, oh, let me not say tone deaf because somebody said that, you know, people getting in their feelings about that. Bitch, it was tone deaf, okay? And it was colorism, you promoting colorism, and you mean to tell this, it sucked. Outside of all of that, the song was trash. You gonna put out something that couldn't even be bomb, okay? Couldn't even let me go. I mean, I know I ain't supposed to bomb to this, but this shit kind of goes. No, I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is she saying? Yellow on this one, and the baby, you put some lemons or some shit underneath there, or some yellow circles or whatever underneath the comments in her comments, and bitch, you was my little pocket nigga, okay? You about to be replaced. You a little problematic yourself, bitch, okay? And you did a song with Tori. Any fucking way, that bitch. And you got a dark-skinned baby mama. You got a dark-skinned baby mama. People was trying to say that she put that song out to come at Mimi, okay? You know, Mimi called all the T's. You know what I'm saying? I'm team Mimi, okay? Mimi, clap that shit up. You know what I'm saying? But, I was like, this is the prime example. And then, you know, instead of just taking in what people are telling her about how this can be offensive and this can be viewed, and, you know, how the colorism aspect of it. And I don't think people were overdoing it and being sensitive. This is real shit. You know what I'm saying? People was telling her this. She's coming back with these tweets, basically double down on it, like, you can't do this and y'all don't know me and blah 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 and I'm this and that. Girl, shut the fuck up and just understand where people are coming from, okay? Take this as a learning lesson. Then you want to put out a video trying to say that you didn't know, and then you weren't trying to offend and you sorry or whatever, and then gonna say, I mean, look at me. I got a chocolate man, and some of my friends are dark skinned or whatever. I said, bitch, you could have kept that part out, because what the fuck you sound like is a white person that says, well, I got 2 black friends, so I can't be racist. That's exactly what the fuck you sound like, okay? That's not a good look, okay? So I was just like, what? This Danny Lay is the perfect example in this day and age where you have got to have the right people in your circle, because and you can't have just anybody just doing this. You mean to tell me a producer didn't tell you that this was wrong? A song, you probably wrote the shit. Did you produce it yourself and said, let me put this out? Because that's the only way, you know, I can see this happening, unless the producer was really that money hungry, you know what I'm saying, for something. Because, bitch, I couldn't stand by that. You know, I wouldn't be able to stand by that shit. Like, Chastity Patterson. Who the hell is that? But, yeah, and you got friends, your friends, you know, this is when you need to have people that are not just yes men in your crew, okay? You need people that's going to tell you what the fuck it is and be true. Girl, this is why I can't be friends with a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I really do want to be friends with a celebrity. Like, I want to be friends or be cool with somebody and, you know, be like, yeah, that's my shot. And, you know, go support her and all that stuff, whatever. I want to be cool with somebody that's up and coming and all that stuff, so I can be like, yeah, that's my nigga right there. Go ahead and you know, string they shit and all that stuff, whatever. And then I'm also be up in that ass like, bitch, why the fuck you do some stupid shit like that? Don't do that, okay? And see, that's the fault. That's the reason why a certain person I had fell out with a certain person in the beginning. Okay, you know, we on good terms or whatever it is right now. But back in the day, you know, some people just don't like to hear, you know, when they doing fuck shit. Okay, they don't like to hear that. They like yes men. And I'm not a yes man or an ass kisser. I will tell you how it is, okay? Straight, no fucking chaser. Ain't no clouding up in this bitch, okay? I don't need that shit. I don't need that stress in my life. If I gotta kiss your ass to be your friend or associate with you, that shit ain't never gonna happen. All right? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna be that. I was about to go into it. Y'all. I had to catch myself for the second time, okay? But Daddy Lay, learn from this, okay? I don't know. Y'all gonna still be on her ass, but I'm not. And speaking of Tori, you know, y'all tried it. Leave Megan the fucking Stallion alone. She shouldn't have to come back on the internet trying to defend herself, because y'all dumbasses taking shit that y'all read off the internet that's not even fucking official and running with it, trying to say that the charges was dropped against Tory and all that stuff. No, that's not what happened. And that's all he trying to get his, you know, restrictions taken off so he can talk about it in the public. Bitch, we don't want to hear, okay? She is barely talking about it herself. The only time that I hear her talking about it these days is when she got to come out and defend herself over some bullshit that came out like just recently. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't gonna tell us exactly what happened, and if y'all ain't gonna tell us the trial date, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it anymore, okay? It is what it is. Moving on from that. Shout out to the 3 grand jurors during the Breonna Taylor trial. You know, they are calling and trying to put out for the Attorney General, Kentucky Attorney General Daniel, Republican Cameron, kiss Trump's ass to get impeached, okay? Because he lied. He lied. He withheld evidence and all this stuff. Now, if they would have gave them all the stuff, they would have came back with a different verdict. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here for it, and I hope something happened because he needs to be brought down with his no lips having ass. Anyway, ashy skin motherfucker. Anyway, I'm sorry, that just made me mad. Moving on from that, Soldier Boy, what the hell is wrong with you? Okay, what the hell is really wrong with you? A former assistant is accusing him of rape and other forms of abuse in a lawsuit. Okay, she used to work for him. You know, said, you know, he expected her to be available at all times, was only paying her $500 a week or something like that. Wanted her to cook, clean, chauffeur, style his hair, perform personal assistant tasks for him. You know, wanted her attention 20 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay. And after less than a month, you know, he began sending dick pics. Dick pics, okay? You know, shit like that. And she said around January 23rd, that's when he became jealous and he had uncontrollable rage. He kicked her, body slammed her, punched her in the head repeatedly on 10 separate occasions, okay, and threatened physical harm. I said, damn, bitch, that's more physical harm? What the fuck? And she was like, you know, one time he punched her in the head so hard, she lost consciousness, girl. She passed the fuck out. She was like, bitch, where the fuck am I? Okay, she woke up like, wait a minute, I don't understand. Okay, and I'm just sitting here, you know, she said that February, he also sexually assaulted her, you know, and then tried to come back and say, please don't tell I give you $1,000. Bitch, you a cheap bitch at that. You gonna do something like that, and you a cheap bitch at that, and gonna try to what $1,000? You couldn't at least give the bitch 500 or 50 grand, or at least $5,000 to shut her goddamn mouth. You gonna give her $1,000, bitch? No, okay. He would inappropriately touch her, forcibly pour down her pants, and he raped her. Okay, this is according to Miss Jane Doe. You know, coerced her into not leaving on multiple occasions, attacked her so hard on one occasion that, you know, she thought that she was going to die. And then when she would regain consciousness, she was outside on the grass in his home. This was in August 2020. I said, right in the middle of the pandemic? What the fuck was going on? We were supposed to be on lockdown. What was y'all doing? Okay? You know, she tried to leave the home without her belongings. When she tried to come back, he wouldn't. He raped her again. My whole thing is this. This was going on for 18 months. Like, you've been working for this man and you've been subjected to all this stuff. And my whole thing is this. I'm not saying that it didn't happen, but bitch, why the fuck did you stay? I don't give a fuck, bitch. You sending shit. As soon as first of all, I'm doing too much to only be making $500 a week. That's one. Okay, and I'm not victim blaming. I'm just saying, I'm just setting this out the way that I'm doing it. Okay, if it was me. First of all, if you want me to cook, clean, do your hair, be your stylist, be your personal assistant and all that shit, bitch, you paying me more than $500 a week. Okay, you're paying me 500 plus for each of those jobs. Okay. So I'm getting a few thousands a week. That's what you're going to give me. First of all, if I'm doing all of that, you know what I'm saying? And the first time that I seen the dick pic come to me, okay, I'd be like, that was an accident. If you would say that was an accident, but then if it comes back again, bitch, I'm out, okay? I don't give a fuck because I see what this is going. But sometimes, you know, we get caught up in the fact that we, you know, people, they working with a celebrity or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you want to call him a celebrity, that's what you want to call him. You know what I'm saying? They get caught up in the hype, you know what I'm saying? And then you enter into a relationship with him or whatever, some type of relationship with him to the point that you stayed around for 18 months and endured this abuse, bitch, please, okay? It would not be me. But I understand how the cycle of abuse go, okay? You keep on because you think that the shit will change up or whatever, but, you know, no. Ashley would have been called the cops. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I hope she get her money because that's awful. That's awful. And I believe her. I believe her. something about it, I just believe at least most of the stuff. I believe it. I believe it could happen. You know what I'm saying? Because these niggas think too much. Like they get away with a whole bunch of shit. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Drake, but no. Girl, Drake was up there calling Timberland. Let me tell you something. We'll get to that in a second. I keep on jumping ahead. We'll get to that in a second. YFM Lucci, he out of jail. He not out of jail. He's still in there with no bond, but he trying to get out of jail, trying to tell a judge, I need to get out because I'm the only one that support my family. I got kids to support. I got 4 kids. Plus, I pay for my mama stuff and all that shit. Bitch, you should have thought about that before you put the gun in your pants and you walked out the house that day, okay? And then you should have also thought about that, even if you was gonna put the gun in your pants, because I think Georgia is a license to carry state or whatever. If you would have had stuff done the right way, all you would have had to do was walk the fuck away. You ain't had to discharge that gun for no reason because you didn't think about your kids and you didn't think about your mama when you did what you did, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? You didn't think about them. Now you want to use them as an excuse to get out of jail. There's a whole bunch of people that's up in jail that's waiting for trial and all that stuff. They got family that they support. Okay? Okay? They ain't out on the street. What the fuck make you different? You ain't even, you YFN Lucci, bitch. You ain't no little goddamn Wayne, okay? You ain't no fucking Drake up in this bitch. They probably give him special privileges. But bitch, you ain't on that level to get them privileges. The fuck you mean? Anyway, moving on from that. Shout out to Shonda. You know, Shonda Rhimes or whatever. You know, her show Bridgerton on Netflix. It was one of the highest series that's ever been looked at, you know, on the Netflix platform. And it has been renewed for season 2. Girl, I can't believe that I liked it. It started off a little slow, you know what I'm saying? Because all they did was go to balls and shit. But, you know, I actually liked it. When they was fucking all over the house, girl, I said, you better put that thing. I said, they fucking and eating everywhere. I was like, yes, bitch. Oh my God. I said, how old is she supposed to be? Y'all, you really loosened her up or whatever. Because she was bam, 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 bam. I was like, all right. But anyway, moving on from that. Trey Songz. Trey Songz, sir. Now, I was about to have sympathy for you a little bit because, you know, I don't like seeing black men especially getting fucked over by the cops or whatever. And then when I seen the video and you put that cop in a headlock, I was like, ooh. He did it with a straight face. I was like, okay. You know, I never looked at Trey Songz that way. But when I found out the reason why he was getting yoked up the way that he was getting yoked up and getting arrested for unruly conduct and, you know, whatever he did, disorderly conduct or whatever, coming at the cops and all that shit. I was like, bitch, I take that back. So he was at the Kansas City game, you know what I'm saying? Kansas City Chief game. And basically at the stadium that they was at, they have a mask policy. You gotta have your goddamn mask on. He ain't want to have a mask on. That's why he got called. People around him, you know, was basically trying to tell him to put the mask on, and they called security and all that shit, telling him to put the mask on, and he refused to do so. Allegedly, that's how the story go. And this pisses me off, and this is why I have no sympathy for him right now, if this is true, because of the simple fact, like, I don't like the cops joking him up like that, but you ain't no different from them white people, that them anti-maskers or whatever, that get put out of shit, because at the end of the day, you had COVID, and you going around here acting like you can't get it again. Bitch, stop it. Stop it. Like, come on. It's, oh my God. And you got a child at home, too. You got a child at home. Kids can get this shit too, okay? Like, we got to stop this. You got to be much more smarter, Tremaine, okay? Get the pussy off your brain and be more smarter than that, all right? Thank you. Beyonce, let me tell you something, bitch. You fucking tried it, okay? It is January the 27th. Is it the 27th? Let me look at my clock. Yeah, it is January the 27th. A couple of days ago, it came out, you know, this little promo came out for Icy Park. You know, another segment to, you know, Ivy Park. And I guess it's for the winter. You know, I hear icy, I think it's winter. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here like, bitch, I know you're not about to put out winter clothing and shit when winter almost over with, bitch. February about to be here in a couple of days, ho. What is going on over there in Parkwood in the marketing? Okay, let me tell you something. Adidas and Parkwood, Put me on the team. Put me on the team because let me tell you something. Drip 2 should have came out. If we wanted to put it out, like put it out at the end of summer, you know what I'm saying? Or it should have came out in spring, to be quite honest. It should have came out probably in the middle of spring so it can be ready for um summer. Or if it could have came out in the middle towards the end of summer at the beginning of fall. I think it did. I can't remember. And then Icy Park should have came out probably at the end of November. That's what should have happened. Like Drip 2 should have came out in spring. And then Icy Park should have came out at the beginning of or the end of, November. Like the last couple of weeks. Cause y'all know it's going the bitch said coming soon. Do we got an official date when coming soon is? I mean, it's about to be February in 3 days, okay? 2 days and a few hours. That's when it's about to be February. You know what I'm saying? It's only 28 days up in February, okay? So when it's coming soon? Don't tell me that, after the first week of February go past, February almost gone, then March gonna be here. It's gonna be really start warming up, okay? You know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna be able to look cute up in the wintertime in our little icy park or whatever. We can only wear it for 2 days because, once it finally come out, whatever fucking date that is, bitch, we gotta wait for the shipping to come, okay? And ain't no telling when that shit gonna be here, given how the shipping and shit been going with the mail service and shit like that, girl. And then when we finally get it, it's gonna be hot outside. It's gonna be hot outside. We can't wear our coats and shit. What we wearing boots to now? Okay, bitch, we had a fucking snowstorm out here for the past 2 days. I could have used some boots. Okay, I could have used the coat. You know what I'm saying? I could have used something, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, what is going on over there? I'm still gonna buy something. I can talk my shit about my bitch, and I'm gonna still buy it and put money in her pocket. Why the fuck? Because I can. Because I can. Okay, and I have no shame, and I can afford to. But bitch, I'm confused. When is coming soon? Ho. Like, let me shut up because somebody gonna probably hit me up finally and gonna be like, bitch, you talk too much shit. And that's why you're not on the team. I'm like, so the fuck what, bitch? It's gonna hurt my feelings too. Anyway, let me move on. Um, Drake calling Timberland trying to get Usher versus Justin Timberlake versus. Stop it. Stop it. Usher would demolish. Okay. Justin got hits, but Usher got hits. Okay? Stop it. Shout out to the 22-year-old poet that Amanda Gorman, who spoke at the inauguration. She got signed with the IMG models. Good looking for her. And what is this situation going on between T.I. and the Sabrina Peterson or whatever from the Glam University? She talking about some T.I. put a gun to her head at one point, put a gun out on her in front of her kids and all that stuff. Then I'm hearing that the reason why he did that was because she was assaulting a assistant or whatever that worked with Tiny and all that stuff. And this happened a while ago. It was a mess. And then Tiny coming out saying stuff about her. What is happening? If you know any more information about that, because it was so random when the news just hit, I was like, wait a minute, can I get a backstory on this? Put it down in the comments, because I ain't really feel like looking it up. They not important enough for me. Chico DeBarge, that's the name that we ain't heard in a long time. This man got pulled over and stopped for having no license plates, no identification, and then gonna lie to the cop and say that he was James DeBarge, his brother. Baby, they pulled him over and they found meth in his car along with heroin. And that is a sad thing. If you know the history with drugs and the DeBarge family and all that, it is just sad. It goes hand in hand. Drugs and the DeBarge family go hand in hand. And it is a sad thing. Like, I really thought that they was going to kick that habit, and he's still doing the same shit. But they need to really get their life together. And you want to know who needs to get their life together? Chad fucking Wheeler. Bitch, you tried it, okay? I don't understand what is it with these motherfuckers, men or women, where you get to the point, you let the person that you're supposed to love and be in a relationship and cherish for the rest of your life or whatever for the time that you together, get you so pissed that you beat them like a goddamn dog. Okay? This man, who was a football player for the Seattle Seahawks, or I should say was a football player for the Seattle Seahawks because they let him go after this report came out. that his girlfriend at the time, you know, he beat her so fucking bad to the point that he thought that she was dead. And when she finally got up, he said, "Oh, you still alive," and kept eating and drinking his smoothie. This bitch comes out and says on Twitter he apologizes because what happened was a manic episode and he needs to step away from football to get himself together so he would never hurt another person like that. I said, bitch, sorry, no, no. The way, if you see that girl face and all that shit, that was just trifling. And to me, that says to me that that ain't the first time that he even tried to touch her. And he probably been very verbally abusive to her too. So, you know, if y'all in these situations, I know it'd be hard to get out. But if you can get out, get out. I don't care how much motherfucking money he got. Okay? He or she got. Get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't let nobody put their hands on you. Don't do that. Um, K Michelle got a show coming to night. Let's start that over. K Michelle has a show coming to Lifetime. Okay. Don't know exactly what it is, if it's a talk show or a TV show or something like that. But you know, she put that announcement out earlier today. So I guess congratulations on that. And Kenya Moore's husband. This makes me seem like this is the reason why you wanted to get with Kenya Moore so that you can get a reality TV deal off of the situation. He got a TV supposedly be working on a reality TV show that's about black business because you know he got his own restaurant that's based in Brooklyn, and it's gonna be talking about black business and love. Mind you, I remember he just put out the divorce the day before her birthday or whatever. I'm sitting here like, it's giving me the pink teacup vibe. Y'all remember that shit, Hustle and whatever it was on WeTV with the dude that was the owner of that pink teacup restaurant, and he was fucking. He had a baby mama slash fiance and was fucking a couple of other girls in there that work with him. That's what it's giving me. I don't know why, but it's just giving me those teas. But anyway, y'all gonna watch. Anyway, Peter, did you pay Cynthia her money yet? Cause you sure enough opening up new businesses and got a whole new bar one in a whole new state or whatever. You opening up shop. Okay, I see what you're doing. Did you give Cynthia her money back? Give her money back if you haven't. But anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. I'm about to watch some TV and wind down. And I will see you guys later. Don't forget to check out those YouTubers that and businesses that I shouted out at the beginning of the video. And you guys have a blessed day. And I will see you guys later. Peace.